Hello and welcome everyone to the Scoop Takeover. I am your host Sean Jackson, and I'm going to be talking about the September 23rd edition of NXT. Now, this was it was not that bad actually. All the matches were actually really good except for the first match. And guess what? It's an Eva Marie match. Now, okay, before you guys start typing or whatever and telling me that she's improving or whatever the fuck. Okay, let me give you my thoughts. Eva Marie, I still have hope. I still have hope for that. Like I said before, I still have hope for that. But it's just this match was not great. It's like seeing Sheamus versus like Randy Orton. It's the same shit over and over and over again. You know, because Eva Marie was going up against Carmella. I like Carmella. But it's the same shit over and over and over again. Can we have Eva go up against someone else? Because she's only been up against Carmella twice. As far as I know, she's only been up against her twice, but that's way too much for me. Move up. Move on to someone else. To me, personally, in order to get better, go up against someone that's way better than you in skill. Like, have Eva Marie go up against Alexa Bliss. At least one, maybe two times. And, you know, that way she will be like, holy shit, this is how somebody that can actually wrestle. So, like, I'm gonna learn from that. Instead of wrestling somebody that's either on the same level or lower than you. That's not the way to do it. Because you'll have very quick matches. You won't have any like excitement or anything like that. But I guess that's a way of showing the lower ranked person or somebody else, or showing them both how much skill they actually have. But I think to really show what Eva Marie can do, put her up against somebody like Alexa Bliss. You have Alexa Bliss doing something, like have them have a feud or something, just whatever, please. Have them have a match, that way we can actually see what Eva Marie can really do against someone that's truly skilled at wrestling. But anyway, so the Eva Marie match. I'm not gonna lie, I really do like the look of Eva Marie. Like her blue outfit was actually really cool because I'm just a huge fan of blue. Also, I'm not. She has a look. She can get it. Honestly, I would smash that in a second. But it's just like I said, put her up against someone like that's way better than her, so that way we can truly see, how good she really is. But yeah. So Carmella was actually doing really well in this match too. Like she had a big flurry of attacks, like doing the moonwalk and all that. The crowd was really into it, chanting "How you doing?" Eva was wrestling like a heel. She was mocking Carmella. So this was a pretty standard thing. But here's the problem: watching them two wrestle each other is like watching main roster WWE women. Because let's take for instance like that one match with Cameron and. Naomi, that's right, the one with the fat ass. Yeah, Naomi. Where Cameron tried to pin Naomi backwards, where she pinned her back when she was supposed to pin her front. You're not supposed to pin somebody when they're laying on their stomach. Like that's basically like watching the Eva Marie match. Because Eva Marie forgot to kick out, and they even addressed it in this edition of NXT. But it's the exact same thing. It's pretty boring. It's like a piss break. And I do not want NXT matches to be piss breaks ever, because like at Takeover, you're gonna have the most historic matches. The one historic match is gonna be the very first main event, like women's match, a women's match main event. Okay, and it's not even co-main eventing, just straight up main event. You would never see that shit on main roster. And also, first women's 30-minute Iron Man match. So why the hell are we getting piss break level quality matches in the beginning of NXT? I get it, like they're improving or whatever, but come on, Eva has been doing this for how long? Damn. Anyway, but let's move on to the match. But the match was fine. I got through it. I got through it because of the crowd. The crowd at Full Sail never disappoint me. Ever. They started chanting Super Dragon during the match, and I lost it. I was fucking on the floor laughing. I was like, this is the greatest fucking thing you have ever seen in your entire life. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you already know like what I think about like wrestling matches and all that. Like, because I will definitely tweet out my thoughts about certain things. So I marked out when they started chanting Super Dragon, and they started chanting all botch everything at Eva, and they were just saying a bunch of things. They say, you can't kick out or something, or they say learn to kick out, or, yeah, they say you can't kick out. You know, they was doing that. It's like, you can't kick out. And they even showed the replay footage of that. It was like, oh, she got her shoulder up. Like, you saw that. She got her shoulder up. It's like, no, they fucking didn't. You saw the people in the crowd. They were like, come on, that's bullshit. You know, because she forgot to kick out. And they just addressed it. And it was like, no, she forgot to fucking kick out. So they tried to do a similar thing like that again, where the ref stopped counting, but the camera didn't show that she had her foot on the ropes. Eva had her foot on the rope, but the camera didn't show it. The people in the crowd saw it, but we didn't see it if we're watching it on the network. So that is horseshit. So honestly, I blame the cameraman's fault on that. Unless it was intentional, then I blame the people backstage. That is horrible. You, like, if you want to get Eva over and, you know, have her ring awareness be improved, then show it on camera. Show that she put her foot on the rope. That way I would be like, oh, okay. That's fine. But, and also the fact that Eva didn't actually win via submission nor pinfall. She won by countout, which was actually bullshit to me, because Carmella flew out of the ring, hit the ramp, and I know the ramp hurts like fucking hell. It really does. But Carmella could have got up. She was rolling around like, you know, whatever, doing the Peter Griffin thing. You know, she was hurt, sure, but she clearly could have got up and still went back in the ring and finished the match. But it's that count out victory that Eva got was just, it felt cheap to me. It just felt cheap. I mean, there have been some really good count out victories, only if, like, it was something like Survivor Series of last year. The only way to beat Rusev was because he was undefeated at the time. Nobody pinned him and no one submitted him. No one made him tap. So, in order to get him out, they had to count him out. And he went through a fucking table for that. And it was great. That's how you get Rusev out. Now, in order to get Carmella out, do something else. Like have Eva pull off some fucking big move on the outside, like a power bomb or something, and like put the ring steps on top of Carmella and start stomping on it, really hurting Carmella. And then you can have, well, that would have caused a DQ, but still, you can, that way, you could do some devastating shit and then cause a count out. Or yeah, just have them like fight outside, have the ref reach 7, Eva power bombs Carmella, he goes to 8, 9, 10, and like that fast, and boom, that would be a good victory. But no, she stayed outside for the entire 10 count, which was very cheap and unrealistic to me. It just really didn't seem great. There was another thing I wanted to talk about during this when I was talking, but I completely and utterly forgot. It was really stupid, but whatever. I'll probably come back to it. I don't know, but it just did not seem great. It just didn't. But whatever. I'm holding out. Anyway, so we get Bull Dempsey versus Tyler Breeze, and Bull Dempsey was really, really ruling this match. Tyler Breeze tried, but I'm not gonna lie, Bull as a babyface is really good. I really, really enjoy Bull Dempsey as a babyface, because even when he was a heel, I genuinely enjoyed watching Bull Dempsey wrestle. Even when he was doing squash matches, I really enjoyed watching Bull Dempsey wrestle. Like, Baron Corbin was always boring to me, but still, I enjoy Bull Dempsey. But yeah, this Bull Fit thing is really cool because Bull is showing his agility, because people are like, holy shit, Bull Fit works. The whole crowd were chanting, Bull Fit works. And it was the greatest thing I ever seen. I was like, wow, this is great. But yeah, Bull Dempsey started off the match by messing up Tyler Breeze's hair twice. Like, he just gets him in a headlock, just like, it looks like he's about to pick him up by the hair, but he just starts messing his hair up. And I'm just like, that's the fucking, it's so great. Because I love it when wrestlers do dumb bullshit like that, where they just start fucking with their opponent. Like when they start making fun of them in the ring, or when they start fucking up their hair, like it's just because Tyler Breeze cares about his hair, he cares about his looks. So like that's what Bull Dempsey did. It was just great, but yeah, Bull was on the offensive the whole match until Tyler Breeze, like he knocks Bull Dempsey out on his ass, like he did like a top rope move. But then he pinned Bull Dempsey by having his feet on the ropes. The ref didn't see that, so he just had his feet on the ropes. Now, that was good as a heel thing to do, and it was a good ending to the match, but I really want to see Bull Dempsey get some wins here. I really do. Because every time I watch a Bull Dempsey match, I'm just like, I know he's losing. Especially if he's going up against Tyler Breeze, Baron Corbin, or anybody else, I know Bull's losing. Like, I want to see Bull win. I really do. And it's kind of weird that they got rid of his top rope headbutt, like his diving headbutt. I could see why, but it's kind of like now his finishing move is just a Rikishi butt bomb thing, or Yokozuna type thing. It's just, it's weird to me. But hey, it was not that bad of a match, honestly. I enjoyed it. There was to me a lot of laughs, a lot of entertainment sections because Bull Dempsey was just too good. People in the crowd were chanting, "Bull is gorgeous," and other people were like, "No, he's not." It was just great. Anyway, so Kana comes out in the next segment, and it's her contract signing. So she's going by the name Asuka. And she's really happy. Her English isn't so great. It's kind of like Hideo Itami. His English is getting better. His English is a hell of a lot more improved than how he was like a while ago. But yeah, he's definitely better. At least I can understand you. But with Kana, you can tell her like English is definitely not her first language. So she knew that, and she got straight to the point. She was like, "Dream come true." Straight to the point. We knew what she said. Like, her dream came true of going to NXT. She's in WWE now. She came here for the title. Boom. There you go. That's great. She's happy to be in NXT. She loved it. She fed off the energy of the crowd. It was amazing. And then here comes Armin's wet dream and my wet dream, Dana Brooke and Emma. Anyway, they come out and they're like, "Yay, we're the welcoming committee," and all that. And she's like, "Oh, hey, Asuka," or whatever your name is. Some guy in the crowd yells, "That's racist." It's the best. I swear to God, Full Sail's crowd never disappoints. But anyway, so they start insulting Asuka, saying like, "Hey, you're not gonna survive here. We're like, you gotta go through us. We run everything here, or whatever. Just get out of our ring, you fuck, whatever." And people in the crowd were like, "Asuka's gonna kill you," doing all that. But Asuka actually leaves the ring. But as she makes it up the ramp, she looks back and gives them this devilish look. She has this very Oni type look on her face. And she just, well, what's a female demon called? I'm not entirely sure. But I'm just gonna say Oni. But yeah, she had a female Japanese demon. She had this very Oni look on her face, like she's gonna fucking murder them. She looks back like smiling, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm about to kick your fucking asses next time I come in the ring," And then and like they were like, "What the fuck is that look all about?" Like, it was just great. She no words, but she struck fear into them. Like, so I'm thinking I'm gonna love Asuka, and also it's great that we got two Japanese wrestlers in the roster. We got Hideo Itami, who I think is still out due to injury, and Asuka for the female division. Like, that's really cool. I'm really looking forward to that. Also, we get a backstage segment with Tyler Breeze and Apollo Crews. Tyler Breeze is asked about his match against Apollo Crews at the next NXT TakeOver, and Tyler Breeze is like, "What do you want me to even say? Like, that I'm happy? I really don't care." Apollo Crews comes out with this fucking goofy ass smile on his face, going, "Hey man, I can't wait to like face you in the match." And then as Breeze is trying to walk away, Apollo Crews just starts stepping in his way every single time, like intimidating him. And all while he's doing that, he just has this dumb grin on his face, and I'm like, I get it, you're a baby face, and you look like fucking, I was gonna say Apollo Crews, but I forgot his fucking name now that I keep saying Apollo Crews, but it's Terry Crews. Yeah, he looks like Terry fucking Crews, like a much bigger version and shorter version of Terry Crews. Like, I get it, and like, just the smile's great for babyface, but stop smiling, dude. Seriously, I got the best smile in the fucking business, so you stop it. but yeah, I can't wait for their match. Honestly, it's bound to be good. My prediction for that, I'm guessing Apollo's gonna win to gain some momentum, since he's new still to WWE. Because he's not new to the wrestling business, obviously, because UA Nation no longer new, but still, he's probably gonna gain some momentum. Tyler Breeze is long overdue for the main roster, but they just need to change his gimmick, because I don't want to see that man ruined. He is way too talented. That man is on Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho level of good in the ring. But anyway, so we get into the next segment, which is honestly my favorite moment of this entire thing. One of my favorite moments in this entire thing. Like, I'm just gonna go right to it, because this actually aired after the main event, but I'm gonna just jump right into that. This is my favorite part of this entire thing. Like, my favorite segment. Enzo and Cass deliver a promo. Like, it was really an interview, but it was like a promo on Finn Balor and Samoa Joe, and it was just really, really good, because just Enzo can say anything he wants, and it just comes out masterful. It comes out amazing. This dude said, "My jaw is so hard I can blow a bubble with a now and later." Now, if anybody doesn't know what a now and later is, it's a really hard candy. That shit, like, I was a kid and I ate a now and later, took my tooth out. Like, my whole tooth wasn't even loose. My tooth wasn't even loose. It wasn't even ready to come out. It just took it out. And I was like, holy shit. That's how hard that fucking candy is. And he's like, my jaw's so hard, I blow a bubble with a now and later. It was great. And also, Big Cass started saying that, hey, yeah, you guys are gonna be out your advancement. Y'all not gonna advance. Y'all gonna get thrown out the window, while me and Enzo are gonna advance forward or whatever. And I'm like, honestly, I love Big Cass, I really do. But listening to him do a promo, like, after Enzo talks, like, that's like listening to Brock Lesnar talk after having Paul Heyman talk for 10 minutes. It's not great. It's not great, because you have one of the best talkers in the business. Like, honestly, I'm referring to Enzo Amore, because Enzo is one of the best talkers. Same with Paul Heyman. Not Enzo. Big Cass and Brock Lesnar aren't, except Big Cass is way better as a talker than Brock Lesnar. But talking next to one of the best talkers is not great, because listening to Big Cass talk is like listening to Armin talk about fucking Gotham, about why Gotham is such a shitty show. It's like, damn, that's like 4 damn hours out of my day. It's like watching Big Show walk to the ring. That's 6 years, dude. Get to the point, move on, we're done here. I mean, I love Big Cass, but you should let Enzo do all the talking. I mean, Big Cass is very charismatic, but just next to Captain Charisma, like Enzo Amore, you can't do much. You really can't. It pales in comparison. But anyway, so we get into the main event, which is a NXT Tag Team Championship match with the Vaudevillains versus Blake and Murphy. Now, okay. Before I even talk about this match, I'm gonna say this. I love to watch main roster WWE. Raw, sometimes SmackDown, and the pay-per-view. Any of the pay-per-views. And there are many times where I say, "Oh fuck that! The booking is horrible." Oh, why did this match go this way? Man, why does Sin Cara botch all the Sin Cara curse? Why is Ryback talking so loud that everyone can hear him? Oh, you're wrestling my elbow. Man, Kevin Owens carried him through that match. But still, it's like I watch it and I get really upset about everything. But as soon as I start watching NXT again, I get really happy because I'm watching real pro wrestling right now. A lot of great decisions, a lot of great spots, a lot of just great overall wrestling. They let everyone do what they want because the Vaudevillains and Blake and Murphy, if they were on the main roster, they would get pushed so far to the bottom, they would have to team up with Stardust. Anyway, so Blake and Murphy come out first wearing the Iron Man colors. I'm not gonna lie, I really love it. I love the fact that Blake and Murphy are no longer jobber tag team, like the jobber team, because they used to be until they beat the fucking like other they beat Enzo and Cass, they beat the Lucha Dragons, and they beat the Vaudevillains. I was like, what the fuck, they're getting a huge push. But yeah, now they're super good, and they came out with Alexa Bliss, who's still heel, and the Vaudevillains came out and I marked out hard, started doing manly poses with them, and I even said the men are here even though I'm alone in my room. But still, this match was really good. Alexa Bliss tried to interfere with the match until Blue Pants came out, and oh my god, what was her name? Lena Bates? Oh my god, Lena Bates is such a great wrestler. She's such a great talent. I want to marry her, but I have a wife. Anyway. I want to have 2 wives. But anyway, so, I'm not actually married, but I'm close. But anyway, so... Yeah, so the Vaudevillains actually get the win over Blake and Murphy with the Whirling Dervish, but there were a lot of great spots like Aiden English starts doing moves, and then just out of nowhere he just starts breaking out the manly poses, like he just starts flexing his muscles, which causes Simon Gotch to flex his muscles, and then the crowd just says that was manly. You know, it was pretty great. There was just a lot of near falls, and well, not a lot, but like a few near falls and just a lot of like just moves on each other. Like it was an actual wrestling match. Now, let me say something again about main roster. Now, people always talk about like how many great matches John Cena has with Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, everybody he gets put up against. And I'm not gonna lie, those are great matches, but they rely on tons of near falls and big spots, which to me does not make a great wrestling match. What makes a great wrestling match is this. Like this, for example, the Vaudevillains versus Blake and Murphy. Those type matches where they actually spend more time wrestling, doing moves, instead of pulling off big spots and having near fall after near fall after near fall after near fall. I hate that, where it's like big spot, near fall, big spot, near fall, another big spot, near fall, big move, near fall. I hate that type formality. Formula. Sorry, I can't talk to that. I hate that formula. I hate it. So when I watched this, it was like a breath of fresh air, where you actually see people wrestle and actually like an actual good tag team match. It's fucking amazing. So when Vaudevillains won, I was just like, man, this is really good. What a way to end NXT. I love the fact that they treat the tag team division just like they treat the main events and anything. They treat the singles division, like, which is what main roster WWE should do. They should treat the women, the tag teams, like you treat the heavyweight championship, the World Heavyweight Championship. Like, that's how you should treat it. You should treat every single title as important as the World Heavyweight title. Because it can't be like, oh, you hold the tag team championships? Who gives a fuck about you guys? Or you hold the Intercontinental, or you hold US? Who gives a fuck about you? Like, everyone does, because you have a title that makes you important. So, whatever. But anyway, so this was a very, very good, aside from the Eva Marie match, this was a very good NXT episode, honestly. It's just the Eva Marie match. I need something new with Eva Marie. I like I said, put her up against somebody that's really good, but still not up there. Like, don't put her up against Dana Brooke. Don't put her up against Emma just yet. Don't put her up against Bayley just yet. Put her up against Alexa Bliss. Give Alexa Bliss something to do, and there you go. Like, well, she's involved with, like, blue pants and shit, and, okay. But just put her up against somebody, or put her up against Nia Jax when she comes in, or, like, something. Have Nia Jax, like, give Eva her first loss at NXT. Something. Shit. Cause a feud between the two. Something. But anyway, so what'd you guys think about this edition of NXT? Like, tell me what you guys thought. Comment below. Do whatever the hell, what do you guys want to see, like, when it comes to TakeOver? Who you think is going to win Tyler Breeze versus Apollo Crews? Who you think is going to be the Vaudevillains' next opponents? Something like that. Like, who you think is going to win the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic? Who you think is going to do that? I'm Sean Jackson. Have a great day, and I'm taking over every single podcast, just one at a time. See you, everybody.